Bonjour, je m'appelle Lovespuds. Welcome back to F1 2011 in career mode. Season 2, Round 6, Monaco. The one they all went to win. So in the Drivers' Championship we are leading. Constructors we are third. We've had some excellent runs in the last couple of races. Seem to be dominating at the moment. But don't worry, it doesn't all go my own way. In typical Lovespuds fashion. But here we are, Season 2, Race 6. Okay, let's have a look at the old email for our objectives. 2 emails. Teammate challenge is going well, although it's early in the season. Looks like teammate challenge is going your way. Yep, I expect so. So Frank is looking for a 4th place finish in qualifying and a 2nd place in the race. Let's see if you can match or even better exceed these objectives over the weekend. So practice and qualifying are clear and the race has light clouds, so not really much opportunity for a wet race there. You really don't want a wet race at Monaco. That's probably my worst nightmare, considering how often I bounce off the barriers. Here we are, the glorious circuit of Monaco. No rain, no R&D objective, just get out there and race. Well, not race, practice. First come over the start-finish line, down to the first turn, which is Sant Devote. Something along those lines. Up Beau Rivage, this twisty little bit here, thread the car through. Turn 3 is here. Round Casino, and going flying down to Mirabeau. Looks like we're going quite fast. Half a second. I'm trying not to bounce off the barriers. Ooh, nearly went into there. That famous hairpin. Ooh, smashing into the walls a bit there. Round Portier. Into the famous tunnel. Using the DRS and KERS. Try not to leave the DRS open on that corner because you can sometimes just mess it up completely. Going around the chicane, that's pretty good if I don't say so myself. I think this practice lap is a bit smoother than my qualifying lap, to be honest. As we go fastest in that sector so far. Half a second quicker than Vettel. Brown Raskas. Final corner, take it easy. This looks like it's going to be a good time. And yes, beating Vettel by 1/10.
First place, brilliant. Let's keep this momentum up for qualifying.
And that's how I finished practice, in first place. Seems to be doing quite well this season so far. A couple of first place in practice and qualifying. It's all good. As we look down the order, Force Indias, HRT, Caterham, Lotus is at the back. Because in this game they're not Caterham yet, of course. God, that takes a while. Should have edited that a bit better. Oh well, whatever. Life's too short to worry about things like that. But anyway, we need to finish 4th or above for qualifying. It's looking good, judging on our practice form. Here we are on the super soft tyres, the red rims. Already bouncing off the barriers. Not a good start to the lap. But this is my best lap, so we'll take it. I do go into the barriers quite frequently on this this weekend because of the way the car is set up. It's so twitchy, and I'm not used to it because coming from all the other tracks where it's not been so responsive as it is now. But that's the sort of car Monaco demands. You need to get around all these twisty streets. and it requires something special from the car that all the other circuits just do not have. If that makes any sense. I doubt it does. Going well so far. I didn't get any corner cutting incidents there. There's a waved yellow in sector 1 for someone, but that seems to have cleared. Good sector time, 55.3, not too bad, not too shabby. And Raskas again. What can we do? Ooh, slightly wide on here, not very good entry. But still using up the DRS and KERS. What is it? 112.7. Okay, so 4th place in qualifying. The reason I didn't try and go any faster was because I was trying to save my tyres. So I'm thinking about things a bit better this time. I was just keeping an eye on whether I finished in the top 4 or not. So I sort of slipped down the order to 4th, which was lucky it didn't go a place lower, otherwise I would have failed the objective. But it worked out pretty well. And so here we are for race day. Bit of light cloud around, nothing too hectic. I don't think we're going to see any particularly heavy rain if it starts. So let's just go straight to the race. I've got all my setup done and all that rubbish.
Car's prepared, let's go.
Car is indeed prepared. Let's go and do this. Try not to crash out on the first turn. As Grosjean did a nice 90-degree spin in Monaco this year. So Vettel's on pole, I'm in 4th, and Barrichello is down in 14th. Just waiting for the lights to come on, here they come. And we're off. Fuel mixture up to Rich just to get ahead of these guys. Oh, bumping Hamilton, bumping Webber. Got by cleaning in the middle of Webber and Hamilton there. But we have the power to get through. Ooh, bouncing off and bouncing into Vettel. Bit of a dodgy start, but not too bad. Everyone seemed to have got away cleanly, as far as I can tell. So just chasing Vettel around here. Very hard to overtake anywhere on this circuit. As Button found out yesterday in the Monaco Grand Prix. Got stuck in 14th behind a Caterham, couldn't find a way past and ended up clipping him. Oh, went on the inside of Vettel there. Slowed down just enough not to get a corner cutting, but we have taken the lead. Ooh, as I slam into the barriers at the back. Around the swimming pool. And there. So, coming round Raskas, we're in the lead at the end of lap 1. 15 more laps to go. Let's settle into this nice little race. Got a mini game for you guys. See how many times I crash into the barriers like that. Because I didn't keep count. It felt like I have bashed them so many times in this race that I shouldn't really have been able to continue if the damage was realistic. I would have damaged all sorts. Would have damaged my tyres, my suspension, my steering, practically everything. Blocking up the right front there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, coming through the tunnel again. This is the dangerous part. We could do a lot of lockups down here. As you can just see there, my right front again. That's a favourite place for tyres to lock up though. Can't always be helped. You can do only so much to your brake setup. Going very wide at Raskas here, not taking the best entry for those corners, but this one's not too bad. So I'll start finish straight again.
DRS is now enabled.
Increase the gap to Vettel actually by 1 to 1.1 seconds. Webber is 0.6 behind, and Hamilton is 1.4 behind Webber. So far we set the fastest lap. I'm sure someone else will set one in a minute. Unless I hold on to that, which would be amazing. But it's only early days yet. As the car loses fuel, it progressively gets faster. But not so much the case in this game because everyone, practically everyone goes on the prime tyres, which is slower anyway. So the times don't really improve that much. They're coming straight through the chicane there, going round to the back. I like this section of the circuit, it's fast and flowing, and I like the hairpin as well. Even if I can't always get it right. Now he says the car behind is catching me, but I have increased the gap by a tenth of a second, so he's not really catching me yet. I expect he did sort of start catching me in the last sector, because I am quite slow through there. I think everyone's going to be stopping their car in 3 laps time or so. That sort of information is kind of useless. Hamilton setting fastest lap, 1:13.7, and I lose a part of my wing. It was only a matter of time. Just lost a little bit of the wing there. The equivalent of an end plate, I expect, or whatever fell off there. Oh, totally messing up here. And getting in Vettel's way, so he's lost a part of his wing as well. Which clears the way for Webber, who's in second. My main championship rival as far as I remember. Seems to be not too far behind me in the championship standings. Although I really cannot drive at the minute. Trouble is, when things like that happen, I get frustrated and sort of lose my not confidence, concentration. It's irritating, but it's better than losing the whole wing. That's the trouble with Monaco. You just make the slightest mistake, and then you're done for. But that's the beauty of it. You have to be so precise. I mean, the only thing I dislike about Monaco is the fact that it is narrow and you can't really do much overtaking in the real race. I mean, it's easy as pie on a game, but real life is a different matter. But it is still the one that everyone wants to win because of the level of precision you need to get through this circuit. Ooh, locking up the right front again. Not the best, not the ideal thing to do. Luckily we're not really looking after our tyres that much, as you can see by. I would have totally wrecked my tyres and steering by now. Still not going in just yet. I think I just wait until they call me in. Or whenever. The tyre wear is not too bad. Could be worse. As long as I'm not on red, which is practically diabolical. Yeah, this weekend's Monaco Grand Prix, it was pretty good. Very warm congratulations to Webber there. The only Australian to win the Monaco Grand Prix twice. And the 6th different winner of this season, a record-breaking feat, which I don't think we'll see again for a while, unless, well, we could see it next season, but it's very unlikely. But it is amazing to see those 6 different winners. I mean, wow, the championship's just wide open. It is amazing. I'm so glad I have the time now to actually watch these races in full. Unlike the last few years where I haven't been able to. But with the advent of BBC iPlayer and catching up on Sky online streams, it's all working out really well. So here's our pit stop, changing the nose. You kind of need to, but 6.8, that's reasonable for a nose change as well. It's not too bad. I'm gonna come out in 10th, I think. Hopefully 10th. I like to try and stay inside these lines. I'm not perfect at it. But if the rules were realistic, if I crossed the line like that, I would have actually been given a stop-go penalty. Or not a stop-go penalty, a drive-through penalty.
Rosberg's just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, and Hamilton's out. You have to be careful you don't crash into stranded cars on this circuit because it's so small. So narrow, should I say. But Hamilton's out. That's one less person to worry about. So we're in 8th. D'Ambrosio is up ahead. I expect he's got a pit. Most of those people in that bunch going round to Rascasse. That big number 3 on the map there. As long as I keep my cool, I should end up retaking the lead, hopefully, as I take a bollard with me. Do love my bollards. Oh, jeez. Too close to the barriers there, going in there. My rear wheel hit the barrier, sort of send me spinning a bit. But it's okay, we got away with it.
You're coming up for one of the Red Bulls.
So we haven't retaken the lead. Button has stayed out, I guess. He didn't get that far ahead. When I went in pits, maybe he did just stay up. Either that, or he's just taken a sneaky pit stop and I didn't realise. But either way, he's going through the tunnel at the minute. Now I'm just about to enter it, so he's got quite a little gap. So we haven't retaken the lead, but we are in 2nd. I mean, that is our objective at least, but we are still wanting to go for it. What? Whoa, Button, hello! Button has dropped out. Both McLarens retiring from the race there. So the top 3 is a little different, apart from me at the top. As I'll take out the bollard again. The bollard which magically repairs itself during the race. So, first we got me, and Alonso is 2nd, Schumacher has gone up to 3rd, and Heidfeld is in 4th. Let's see how long that lasts. But yeah, both of the McLarens are out. Wasn't really expecting that. I mean, within like 1 or 2 laps of each other as well. Ooh, close round Mirabeau. Lowe's hairpin. Alonso's right on my tail. If I make any serious mistakes, I am stuffed, basically. Getting extremely close to the side of the wall there. I wouldn't recommend that. Ooh, slightly messing up on the exit there, but ooh. To be honest, excuse me. To be honest, yeah. To be honest, Monaco scares the crap out of me when I drive around it. Because the barriers are so damn close. And for a person like me, I just always, now and again, slightly go wide off a track or nearly cut a corner. This is where it punishes me. Spent many a practice session losing front wings. Pretty sure pit crews don't have like 5 or 6 front wings just ready to put on you. I don't know. It is only a game after all. But I do get really frustrated when, you know, I make stupid mistakes and I just tap the wall and the whole wing comes off. But, you know, that's Monaco. You just accept that. You just have to adapt or lose, basically. And I seem to have adapted quite well. I'm in a better position than I was last year. Ooh, careful.
Just ahead of Alonso. Push him, don't let him catch you.
Ooh. Alonso's right behind me. I expect he'll go and try and use his DRS, but it's not really going to work. Personally, I don't think the DRS is any use on this circuit at all, unless you are really close to the person. I mean, not just within the 1 second detection zone thing. Unless you are really close, you're not going to have a chance to get past them before the first corner, because it's not really that long a straight, especially as it's bent as well. Not saying it's impossible, but most of the time it is. It's just very difficult to overtake because of how wide the circuit is. I mean, it is just a road after all, so can't expect too much. I hope you're still counting away on how many times I hit the barriers. No, you don't have to, but I'd be impressed if you were counting. Doing a quite good job of keeping Alonso behind me. I don't know, I didn't see how far Schumacher was behind. Well, Schumacher's closed the gap to 2.3 seconds. He's going to bunch up with me and Alonso. Heidfeld is only 5 seconds behind Schumacher. Should be quite interesting. I hope they don't accidentally ram me up the backside. Or go for a dive on the inside or something silly. Because sometimes the computer can be a bit stupid. Surprise, surprise. I'm looking forward to F1 2012. That should be pretty amazing. Well, you know, they can only keep improving it. They did, they sort of rushed 2011 out, and they're probably going to do the same with 2012. I don't entirely like Codemasters at the minute, but they are working on it. I'll give them that. But it'd just be nice if they got it correct earlier. You know, some things like handling and setup bugs and all that rubbish. But yeah, it's nice to see like a feature in a new one is, for example, you got the young driver test that you sort of do. It sort of familiarises yourself with the car before you jump into a season, and that also, depending on your performance, can get you contracts as well, rather than just selecting some random team that are just like sort of lower midfield back markers. They will see how you perform, and then I don't know how exactly they're going to work it, but they will see how you perform and offer you a contract, probably depending on your skills and what time you set and how you handle the car. But looking forward to that. That should be interesting. And I hope they're going to include the co-op championship again, because I'm going to persuade my friend Mr. Jamie Price from Atomic Nerd. I'm going to try and persuade him to be my teammate. Bet he's dreading that. Because I'm going to try and teach him how to race. I mean, oh god. Sorry, I lost track there. Yeah, I was going to teach him how to race, because he will be completely new to F1. I mean, he's more of a rally person, but it would be nice to see if I could teach him a few tips and tricks and show him how to drive around a circuit at the fastest he can. And hopefully he'll use the brakes this time, because he has a habit of not using them. But still, I'm sure we'll have a go. See if we can make a couple of videos out of that. I'd like to do a co-op championship. Don't see many videos of that on YouTube. There are a couple, but not many. I just thought it'd be nice to, you know, maybe do one. So we're on lap 15. Wow, where did all the time go? Doing quite well actually. Alonso is 1.1 seconds behind. We're keeping him at a reasonable gap. I mean, he's not going to really threaten us too much if he's that far away. Especially in the DRS detection, when you have to be within a second to get it. Oh, well, he's going to be within a second now, that's for sure. Sort of messed that one up, didn't I? We seem to be catching up to some back markers. I don't know if we'll catch them before the end of the race. We may very well do, I'm not sure. Should be interesting, hopefully they won't get in the way. Ooh, through the bollard. For at least the third time this race. Oh, thought I caught the back end of my wheel on that again. Not this time. As long as my tyres don't fall off the cliff, we should be absolutely fine. Alonso, 1.6 seconds behind. Is he slowing down for some reason, or is it just me? I have no idea. I'd quite like to actually apologise for a few mistakes I made in the last video, if any of you noticed it. Because I don't know why, maybe it's just the cider influencing me, but I didn't feel that was my best commentary. But still. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you're not really here for my sexy voice, surely. You're here for the old racing. Well, there's the back markers in the distance. Did I lock up again? I thought I did, because I heard some screeching. Nico Rosberg setting the 1:13.175 there. About 4 tenths faster than my best lap. It's too little too late from the rest of them. Alonso's gone. Schumacher's got up to second, Heidfeld's third, and that's how we're going to finish. Another victory for Love Spuds. I think that's like 3 in a row now. We're having an excellent run.
Great job, what a win. Congratulations, 25 points.
The full whack. 25 points, Schumacher taking second. Glancing below, that is a trophy for hitting the walls with damage on full and still winning the race. So Perez, Alguersuari, D'Ambrosio in the Virgin finishing at 6th. Massa 7th, Buemi in 8th, Glock 9th, Nico Rosberg, Barrichello just outside the points again. What are you doing? And look at all those did not finishes. Alonso, Button, Webber, Hamilton, Vettel, Petrov and Trulli. Some big names not finishing the race there. So here's the Drivers' Championship. 130, 130 points. Leading from Mark Webber. Where is... there he is, Barrichello languishing down in 18th. Now this is the reason I may want to switch teams. I would quite like to win the Constructors' Championship at some point. Even if it's not this year, maybe next season. If he doesn't improve. That's my only concern about staying at Williams. Because the car is pretty good, it's not that bad. So Red Bull 141. Williams 130, or not far off from Red Bull actually. McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Lotus, Renault, Sauber and Toro Rosso following at the back there. Force India somewhere down the bottom, aren't they? They are usually this season. Glad I didn't move to that team. So here I'm Park Ferme. Put the old steering wheel back and then we'll celebrate. Nice simple, yes, look at me, I won. That Schumacher congratulating me there. Yeah. And the interview. Oh, these are... I hate these.
People will be saying you're making it yours at the rate you're going this season. Will this victory carry your team into the next race on a high?
Oh yeah, hang on. A win will always give a team an added boost.
You've been showing some good form so far this year, so do you think you'll achieve the team's objectives this season?
Oh yeah. I think we can meet all of our objectives. I hope that's the one I go for. Oh no, we have to wait and see how things pan out.
You've obviously got the backing of
I
your
don't
team
remember
this
what I
season,
went for.
but are they going to provide you with a car that's capable of taking the title?
Oh yeah, I think the car's quite capable of doing so. It's one races so far. It's done alright. It's not just me. Ooh, got an email. What's this? Congratulations. 4th win of the season. Not bad at all. Fantastic result at Monte Carlo. Well deserved 4th win of the season. So Frank Williams is happy. That's what we like to see. Alright, so anyway, it's round 6 done. Move on to round 7, Canada. I shall see you guys next time.